Alright, so we're going to take a look at number 20. I've had a lot of questions asked about how to do angular dimensions. So let's take a look at our number 20. This is number 20, and the first thing I'm going to do is zoom in so I can see it a little better. Okay, and in particular this angle from here, vertical position coming back of 45 degrees. I know it's a little bit difficult to read, but it's a 45-degree angle. Okay, so that's what is new on this particular drawing, and then this one, 21, you'll have to use that angular dimension as well. Okay, so I'm going to look at the width of the drawing is 5 inches. The height of the drawing from the bottom to the top is 2.5 inches, and the depth is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to start with the width and the height and creating my shell container. I'm going to come to the front view, Apple III, and you can see it's hiding it back here. Select my rectangle, start at the origin, dragging up into the sky. Down here in the corner, I'm going to type in, remember it goes width, 5 inches, then a comma, then the height is 2.5 inches. Yes, the blue is here, the width is here. I need to press return. When I do, it'll get smaller. Not a problem, I just zoom in. And I can right click on this gal and I can erase her. And I zoomed in some more, or bring to the side. Again, I'm looking at the depth of 1.5 inches, so I'm going to push pull on the front surface back 1.5 inches. So push pull, going back, too far, 1.5 inches. There it is, and here it is down here. So I don't even need to type in the dimension. Okay, coming back to my drawing, I can see over here there's a little corner notched out that's 1 inch by 1 inch. Coming back to my SketchUp, I'm going to select my rectangular tool and just click and drag, and I'm going to type in what those dimensions are. 1 inch, comma, 1 inch, and I press return. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push pull it all the way across. And if I turn on the K, that shows me the back edge geometry. I can see that I pushed through, and I can also see it. So the K key toggles that on and off, and it just shows the back edge geometry of your shape. Okay, coming back to my model, my plan. On the side here, there's a 1/2 inch vertical measurement here, and then we're going to start that. Then we'll start that angular of 45 degrees. So I'm going to use my tape measure, and I can either measure up on the side or the front, either which way, but from the bottom surface I got to go up 1/2 inch. There it is. So where the guideline intersects with the edge, that's where I'm going to use my protractor tool. This is the protractor tool, and it puts guidelines in for angulars dimensions. So I'm going to click here one time to place it, come up, and it doesn't matter how high. And when I click again, it's going to start the angular dimension. I'm going to come back down this way. In the corner over here, you can see now that it's drawing in a dimension. I'm going to go 45 degrees. And of course, you can type it if you want. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the line tool, drag across. Now I can push pull this surface going across. Okay, so here's my shape. I still don't know if it's correct until I put in my dimensions. Okay, and there's not a really good way with the free software to do angles. So what I do is I'm just going to click in and I'm going to drag this way. Okay. Now I know a straight line is 180 degrees, and we took 45 degrees away from the 180. So the remaining measurement is 135 degrees. So I'm going to click, drag over, type 135 degrees. Okay. And then just click off of it. Okay, here's my measurement. And that's that. That's how we do this. This is drawing number 20, and that's how you do angular dimensions, okay, or angular measurements.